A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant development this week, the United States has proposed a halt in fighting in the ongoing war in Ukraine, a proposal that has been welcomed by Kyiv but met with skepticism from Moscow. Following talks held in Saudi Arabia, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky expressed his agreement to the ceasefire initiative, which aims for a 30-day unconditional pause in hostilities. However, Russian President Vladimir Putin has yet to provide a definitive response, instead outlining a list of conditions that raise doubts about Russia's commitment to peace. The backdrop of this diplomatic effort is a conflict that has persisted for over 3 years, claiming thousands of lives and displacing millions. The recent discussions between U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov marked a notable moment, as it was one of the first high-level exchanges since the start of the invasion. The Kremlin has indicated that the two diplomats discussed the next steps towards resolving the conflict, but details remain scarce. Zelensky has been vocal in accusing the Kremlin of stalling for time, suggesting that Russia is more interested in strengthening its military position on the battlefield before considering any ceasefire. He warned that Moscow's reluctance to agree to a truce could be a tactic to gain leverage in ongoing military operations. In a recent statement, he emphasized that the Kremlin's actions contradict any claims of a desire for peace. Amidst this tense backdrop, the UK has also been active in urging Russia to commit to the ceasefire. Prime Minister Keir Starmer, addressing a virtual summit with leaders from 26 nations, criticized Putin for dragging his feet and insisted that the time for action is now. He stated that Russia's conditional acceptance of a ceasefire proposal is unacceptable, calling for an immediate cessation of what he termed barbaric attacks on Ukraine. The situation on the ground remains precarious, as reports indicate that Russia has launched drone strikes across multiple Ukrainian regions, resulting in civilian casualties. Just days after the ceasefire proposal, Ukrainian officials reported that a drone strike in Izium led to the death of one person, underscoring the ongoing violence that complicates diplomatic efforts. Putin's response to the U.S. proposal has been cautious, suggesting that the initiative might disproportionately favor Ukraine. He raised serious questions regarding the feasibility of the ceasefire, particularly in light of recent Russian military advances in various regions of Ukraine. The Kremlin's insistence on preconditions for any truce has led to a growing sense of frustration among Ukraine's allies, who are pushing for an unconditional cessation of hostilities. As the international community watches closely, the potential for renewed dialogue hinges on Russia's willingness to engage with the ceasefire proposal. The U.S. has reiterated its commitment to supporting Ukraine, with discussions about implementing a peacekeeping force being explored at a military meeting in Paris. French President Emmanuel Macron has called for unified action among allies to ensure that Russia adheres to any proposed ceasefire, warning that failure to do so could result in heightened sanctions and international repercussions for Moscow. In the face of these developments, the question remains, will Russia accept the U.S.-brokered ceasefire, or will it continue to pursue its military objectives in Ukraine? The coming days are likely to be critical as both sides navigate this complex landscape of diplomacy and warfare, with the hope of achieving a lasting peace still hanging in the balance. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.